With us now on the set, Gretta Monahan, who is a style expert and a founder and CEO of Gretta Style. Thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
We've been talking about Michelle Obama all day. I wonder what your opinion is. Why are people so fixated on her fashion?
Because it makes a successful statement each and every time she's out there. Just like she talks about all of her efforts and the work she does as having a strategy, she does the same with her style, and she makes a lasting impression.
And what do you think, what is the strategy?
I think the strategy is that for her, power is in the details. I mean, pretty much the buzz that she creates in the fashion industry, along with the rest of the world just looking to her to make a style statement, is really intense. And she takes details such as having the suit made ahead of time, having everything fit to the T, having the rest of the family coordinate in a very clever way. This is not something you just do 5 minutes in the morning. This is something that takes thought and takes care. So the fact that she does that for herself, but also through every single member of her family, is really impressive.
Okay, quick gut reaction to a series of things. 1, the bangs.
Love.
2, her outfit today.
Love.
3, the president's sense of style. Does he have any?
Well, the president is a great, fantastically good-looking man, but I'd say the woman behind him is even more impressively dressed.
Would it be seen as strange for a president to step up and become sort of an avatar of a certain style, or do you need to be strictly off the rack if you're president of the United States?
No, you know, I think we all want to know that everything the president is dealing with is far more important than the clothes, but frankly, the reality is that he looks perfect too. He's put together. It's not about his style today, and he's allowing his wife and his children to take that moment, but he never looks not prepared for the job, and that's why style matters.
Right, but he's not rocking a skinny tie and a peak lapel.
He's not.
I mean, he's like, you know,
no, we don't need to see him in leather pants.
He said this recently. He said his wardrobe is either a blue suit or a gray suit every day. And the reason, he said, is just what you said. He said, I got enough on my mind.
Yes.
That one thing I don't have to think about is, you know, am I going for the Versace or the Abood?
Absolutely.
It's a blue suit or a gray suit.
Does the Versace make men's suits?
Yes, they do.
They do. Wow, Jeff.
Thank you.
You are on top of it. And you know
I
our uniform
I don't know if the
works.
cameras picked this up, but I just got the death stare.
He
from Jeff
has it in
Greenfield.
for me. That's all. He's been on my case.
I'm on your side. I'm on your side. Don't worry.
So, Gretta, let me ask you, do you have an intuition, any sense of what direction she's going to go in tonight with her gown?
I think everybody's wondering that. I think that she will have to do it big and bold, considering her first dress worn designer Jason Wu put him on the map as a designer, and she really came out not at all shy to show her feminine side and to really say, I want to make a splash. So I think tonight, whoever wins that lucky moment to be worn by Michelle Obama, as far as designers go, it's going to be a total change in their company overnight.
I was going to get back to the president's style for a second,
Yes.
because I remember we talked about it, the president's style, really only when he messes it up, right?
This is true.
I remember the mom jeans.
Mom jeans, right?
Right?
Yes.
And that was like a flutter of conversation for a few days over these unfortunate denim pants. Wondering, I mean, why does I can't think of a president whose style has mattered all that much. I remember Bill Clinton getting mocked for the short shorts when he went jogging. It seems like presidents really only get this stuff when they're doing it wrong. I mean, why is that?
Well, I think that's really, you know, the thing. We don't really look to them and think that they're actually having that expectation that they're going to step up ultra stylish or ultra on trend. That's really not what we look to them for. So, but when it is something that we sort of can, you know, look and say, wow, they're just like us, which I think the Obamas, more than any other family, are the most accessible that we've ever had at the White House. So you see them in so many more situations than you would if you took a look back into history, not just jogging, but everywhere. Sometimes, you know, she's in the garden on TV with Rachel Ray, or she's really, they've opened up their home and made us part of it, so we get to see a lot more of that, and that's why on occasion I think President Obama gets a little nod or a little giggle towards that.
Speaking of jogging, Joe Biden has been just getting his cardio in on this this stroll. He's been buzzing around like a bee. This guy really enjoys.
Well, he's already running.
Yeah, I guess he is running. Right. This may be a little pre-2016 shuffle here.
Well, you know, it is true that you could make the argument that this is really, why should we have this kind of obsession? But the truth is, if a first lady didn't pay attention to this stuff, if she dressed, just even, my grandmother would call it a schmata. She walked around, in a house dress or something. It would be an outrage. It would be a national, never-ending story, particularly in the age of social media. So she has no choice in a way. She either pays attention to this or she gets ripped apart by snark day in and day out on Twitter feeds and on every place else and on cable news. So she's forced into this role in some sense. Whether she cares about this or not, she has to.
Indisputably true, but she could have picked a safer route. She ended up going pretty fashion forward.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
I think the point is, since she knew she was in this role, go for it.
Yeah,
I think
like everything else she's done in her life. I mean, she's been a high-achieving person all throughout.
I think there's a very distinct difference, though, and based on both things you said, of someone who plays it safe and doesn't make an impression. We have never talked as much about another person beside Jackie O, now Michelle Obama, ever in a memorable sense, because she steps out and makes a style statement. It's more than dressing in an appropriate suit. There's been plenty of first ladies who've done that, and if I asked you what they wore or asked you where it was that it happened that they wore a certain dress or a certain suit, you wouldn't remember because it's generic looking. So I think it absolutely does connect to a sense of having her own sense of power and her own sense of statement to make.
Have you ever seen her make a misstep?
I have not. What I've seen, though, is that to me, she is really showing what you see now with the hair being smooth and sleek, the dress being very streamlined and tailored, her jump from all accessible American brands to now to very designer premium brands and mixing it up, is that you're seeing a seasoned style statement being made. This is not her first term style. This is her second term style. Her hair, her look, everything really says much more polish, much more sleek, and sophistication. She's not new anymore.
You remember Hillary Clinton with the hair?
Yeah. Changing all the time.
I mean, every time she got a different haircut, it was like she was running from pillar to post. No, that's no good. You look like a college.
And
no,
Chelsea, what a tough time she had. Certain choices, dresses or skirts too short. I mean, take a look at Michelle's girls. This is not by accident. Their mom is making sure that she's teaching her girls that this matters.